Guys, it's not we don't have like specific topic for today's stream. Like we're gonna speak about absolute different stuff. So yeah, hi Strange. I hope that all the platforms good. Everything is good. Hi Ben. Hi Jim. How are you doing, guys? Hi, 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 hi. Just want to check the recent news before going to sleep, and I'm gonna sleep. In the morning, I wake up and film the video because I'm damn tired today. Today I had 8 hours trip actually on a car. I went to Milano and back. I had some business in Milano. Hi Vincent. Hi Betsy. Spice Stoner. Hi. Pretty good. Can't wait to see Flamingo results. Yeah, I wonder if we have those results. I mean, what's the recent news? Let me check. Following Venezuelan Defense Minister Vladimir Padrino Lopez announced that Bolivian Navy vessels are being deployed in Caribbean to counter the United States Navy.
Bueno, saludos a todo el pueblo de Venezuela. Estoy aquí reunido en el Comando Estratégico Operacional con su comandante, general en jefe Domingo Hernández Lara. Vamos a
Well, I think it will be like I think the United States will not start it, or it's gonna be a very stupid idea. Actually, I mean this war in Venezuela, or yeah. Want to check out how is this Panama? There was the invasion of Panama in 1989, yeah? United States invaded Panama in mid-December 1989 during the presidency of Bush. The purpose of invasion was to depose the de facto ruler of Panama, General Miguel Noriega, who was wanted by United States authorities for racketing and drug trafficking. The operation condemned operation, but it's Panama. I think United States was successful here, yeah? Pentagon estimated that 516 Panamans were killed during the invasion, including 314 soldiers, 202 civilians, total 23 United States soldiers and 3 US civilians. Noriega has sided with the United States rather than the Soviet Union and Central America. But later on they still started the war. Noriega received an award per year from in the mid-80s, relations between Noriega and the United States began to deteriorate. So yeah, he worked for United States, like he supported United States, but later on something went wrong, like between Trump and Musk, right? March 88, Norwegia forced resisted attempt coup. His relations continued to deteriorate. And was alliance towards Soviet bloc. So many changes. Many coup attempts. So, what's the outcome of this operation? Capture of he was captured. Navy SEALs to prevent Norwegia escape. They sank his boat and destroyed his jet. As a cost of 4 killed. Military operations continue for several weeks, mainly against PDF units. Norwegia remained large for several days. Okay, so United States conducted those kind of the operations, yeah? But it's Panama. It's a small country with limited army capabilities. Venezuela, it's totally different. It's way different. Venezuela invests a lot into its army, like it's what United States deployed there. Couple of destroyers or what? Ships. Just Cause, the video game. What? I think that's one war United States can actually win. Vietnam, no, but no, they will not win it. No. It's gonna be the Vietnam War with the same outcome, sadly. Not in Venezuela. They have tremendous resources, actually. They have oil to continue the war. They have millions of people. They invested for many years into their army. They updated their military. Yeah, I'm explaining you why not. United States will not win it. It's gonna be like Afghanistan or Vietnam, something like this. It will reassure that Maduro, he will just improve his dictatorship in the country. He'll unite people against the United States. It means, but the United States have to be 2 bombers. So what? They may use those, but without, like, Maduro will go underground, that's it. He'll be safe. No worries about him. And B-2 bombers will not do a shit there. Remember Trump, or it's better to say Pete Hegseth, with Trump, they laid off the guy who told actually that strikes on Iran were not as effective as Donald Trump said before. Hi from Kartoffeln. Greetings to Netherlands. How long you will live stream this? I don't know. We may actually find out. I hope not. I hope they will not start this operation. Well, at least what they deploy here, United States, what they deploy here close to Caribbeans, it's basically nothing. Like 3 destroyers or what? 3 ships with landing forces. Venezuela has many more. SpaceX was founded under the belief that future work. I want to check out. It's first rights, like big rights in Switzerland, migrants, and that's the big problem. Somehow those people are coming and they think that they're still living in their countries. Like, I recently actually had one of the encounters with those kind of the legal or illegal immigrant. I don't know. For no reason, he started to shout at me. What I did, I swear on him in Russian, and he disappeared. But he was like very aggressive towards me. It's strange. And also like this thing with that happened in the United States and in France with Ukrainian refugees. A 32-year-old Ukrainian war refugee was raped in some bushes near the Eiffel Tower early this morning. After hearing her screams, police officers arrived for the scene and arrested the asylum seeker from Libya. Maybe they'll let it go, as they usually do. Elon Musk even commented on that. When enough is enough. Well, I would like to argue about this topic saying, oh, there is no problem, no, it's fake, but it's actually happening. Those people come and they're uncontrollable. I think it's mainly the problem of authorities. The system is not working. And in the United States, some sort of the hobo stopped Ukrainian refugee for no reason. Well, at least in the United States, there is a law which is more strict compared to European law. I hope so. I think so. That at least there, people could be jailed for a lifetime, for those kind of the crimes. But here in Europe, very weak. Like, if it's crime, it shouldn't be like, if guy conducts the crime, he should be or she should be persecuted. And remember the scandal in the UK with all those attacks on locals, and how police try to hide that stuff. It really happened. I already filmed the update about the military map. Flamingos will make Moscow and Moscape. Elon Musk and the guys like him, they use those kind of the terrible, really terrible cases for their own PR. Like, see what is happening? We need to apply our own digital fascism to control this stuff. Denys, appreciate your updates, but you need to get some sleep. Sometimes, yeah. You got to watch the SpaceX launch. They're launching? Oh, they're launching.
Whole thing is reusable. So ship reusability is like what we're working on right now. We've been able to get some really spectacular reentries on a couple of flights, hoping to get this one for reentry on the V2 ship. But yeah, that fully reusable heat shield, that thing that has just never been done before.
So they're going to launch it?
One of the things we're really looking for.
So many people watching.
Yeah, I mean, there are thousands of engineering challenges that remain for
previously recorded
both the ship and the booster, but maybe the single biggest one is the reusable orbital heat shield.
This thing is huge.
We are confident in making a fully reusable orbital heat shield, but it will require many flights, many iterations to figure out where the weak points are in the heat shield, where we need to change the design, either strengthening the tile or changing how big the gap is between tiles.
Looks like CGI, but
changing
it's
what's
real.
underneath the tile.
That's crazy.
There's 100 different variables that we could
25
tweak,
minutes to go
with the ship tiles, the heat shield tiles.
Hi,
the only way to
John.
know exactly what we should be
Last
adjusting
40
is,
seconds
to
yesterday
fly
they did because of
repeatedly and
weather.
be able to examine the
Okay.
ship, upon landing.
Well,
And,
today, from what I see, the weather
we
is
have
also kind
successfully
of
brought the ship back through the atmosphere,
like
and
it's
achieved
not
a soft
clear
landing
sky.
multiple times. So we know that this is possible, but
The
we
thing
have
it
in the
flies
process
is
shed
crazy.
many heat shield tiles. So we need to be able to do this without shedding heat shield tiles, and
It looks like
and do
CGI.
so repeatedly.
This
And
is
I think what you're
CGI,
seeing
yeah,
now is the
100%.
Starship. This is
This
CG
CGI,
of it coming in and
yeah,
landing on
they
the
say
tower,
about
much
it.
like the booster. But there's some additional challenges there.
It's like
where we need to make sure we
what
don't
they
scrape
want.
the tiles off as we slide along the
We
chopstick
can't
arm.
shuck the heat shield.
Don't crush the ship.
Rapid reusability.
If we shuck the shock the tiles, then that's obviously going to fail the reusability test.
So ships can use the tower to land and catch.
Look
like,
at this,
like the
like
booster
the
here on Earth, where
foam
towers are available.
underneath
And
the
for our initial
missile.
landings on Mars
This
and
is
other planets,
crazy.
we'll need landing legs that deploy much like what you're
I think
seeing
it's
here
like
with
the
Ship
cold
15
temperature, yeah,
when we did our suborbital test,
which
to
reacts
prove
with
out
air.
the precision descent landing.
That's crazy.
Which was a successful test. We actually landed.
Elon
so
was a
fast,
nice
we were
guy
able to actually recover
at some
it, and
point,
it's-
but
you
now
can
his
see it here in
reputation
Rocket
is
Garden
totally
if you visit
kaput.
Starbase.
But they
Yeah,
call
so the
booster
rocket
before
button,
just
as Phil
another
mentioned,
Starship.
We have actually a whole bunch of boosters and ships.
The
and we'll be
tower
adding to them over
catch,
time, so you can see an evolution of
people
Starship.
think it's like
just
really
like
hard,
right
but
down
it
the highway.
makes landing way easier.
Reusability is
I
key.
think,
There's
yeah.
some other
I think
technologies
tower
that we
makes
can
it
prove
easier.
out. Really
Indeed.
big one is going to be the on-orbit refilling.
It's like
Looking to do
catching
that next
something,
year,
so
and
there
that's
is
really
no
what's gonna kinda unlock,
ground impact.
Starship going
I think it's
everywhere
good.
else, going everywhere beyond.
You
it.
have more options
And
for
that's
at least one
something that's,
axis.
again, never been done before, kind of like that reusable orbital heat shield. But it's going to be something
Guys,
that
what would Hitler
has
name
kind of some of the other
a
secret sauce to
Starship?
Starship, where we're going to be able to send hundreds of tons of this shit.
Starflug.
Yeah, I like to think of it as
I don't
we
know.
get to orbit with a full cargo bay, but we're empty on fuel and oxygen. So basically, we're running on
Giga
fumes,
Starship,
and we send
something
other
like
ships
this.
to dock,
I want to know
and
when
have
you
a
will
major
release
two-stage
next
rocket look
update.
like many
I
multi-stage
have just
rockets, and
released.
we
You
get
might
all that
check it out.
performance, and we can take that full
Next,
cargo bay
I'm
wherever
I
we
gonna
wanna
sleep
go.
and film because we have some of the Trump news. You know,
A crucial technology
we have
that
Trump
will
news.
demonstrate next year is this orbital refilling, much like aerial refueling. It's
What they are
essential
doing those
for, being
starships?
able to send significant payload to Mars. So you
Oh my
essentially
God,
send a
371
ship
people watching.
to orbit
22 minutes to
with,
go. We can
a
we
few hundred
can
tons of payload
speak about
sort of a full
everything for
payload
the
bay.
time.
But once it gets to orbit,
Starrenwagen,
the tanks
yeah,
are mostly empty.
Starren
And then you set up
Luftenwagen
additional tanker ships
oder
to refill the Mars ships' tanks with
Rocket
liquid
Kampf
so it can thrust from
Rocket
Earth orbit to
Kampfwagen.
Mars and have enough propellant for landing. So this is
In all real
orbital refilling
videos,
is
that
also
thing
not something that's ever
exploded.
been demonstrated before, so that would be a brand new
Yeah, have you heard what Trump
technology.
said?
We also have
He blames
SpaceX
Ukraine
doing a
again.
dock, where
Dennis,
they
how
built
was
space
your
stations. In a
day
lot of
in
ways,
Milan?
this
It
is,
was very fast.
like
I
docking,
just went there for
and
1 hour and came
some
back.
ways it's easier in that
Total, I
you're
spent nine hours.
SpaceX is docking
I
with
feel like
with its own craft.
very tired.
But no one has
Because
ever
after all, I filmed the
demonstrated
video.
propellant transfer in orbit, to the best of our knowledge, and
But
it's obviously
I'm happy
transfer
that I
at
did
a
it.
very large scale.
What I need. I
And,
cannot specify what I did.
But with full reusability and propellant transfer, those are the key technologies needed for building.
Yeah, you're from UK.
And I'm confident that
Nah,
SpaceX
that's
team,
awesome.
which is incredibly talented, will achieve
I guess.
these goals.
Now I don't know
And
where
we'll be landing
where
ships
is the
on
good
Mars in the
country to
future
live,
and
honestly.
building,
Before it was Europe for sure, like countries in Europe in general, they're good.
long-term
Western
survival
Europe,
as we know it.
UK.
It's
But
important
now,
to hear that obviously
with all of the shit happening,
stewards of life,
crime rates and economy,
the
hell I know where to live
spacecraft and
proper, like,
to other planets. So if there were to be a cataclysmic event, like a
uh,
destroy the dinosaurs,
in Portugal, yeah, in Portugal there's lots of the bureaucracy, but the country is okay, I guess.
this is an undisputed fact.
Norway,
Then if we don't,
Norway, you pay lots of the taxes, you have shitty weather,
it's incumbent upon us to
and
ensure that
people,
we bring life to other planets
it's hard to get new friends there, for example.
Aside from that, there's so
Like in
many
Switzerland as well, I think.
by being able to do these things. Like we'll be able to go to Mars, but
Canada, huge property crisis.
transformational things by being able to take that many people, that much stuff. to
Manitoba
space
is beautiful
without
and
much
cheap.
money.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I think understanding.
I think
the
United
weather,
States,
being
like,
able to move
still
people
okay.
around the planet, make
Even
things
with
smaller,
Trump.
more accessible. You
I
can
think
go
Trump is not
anywhere on
forever,
the Earth in less
especially
than 40 minutes,
with
basically,
his
in terms of
recent
time. So
appearances.
you see Starship as being this thing that can connect us, just like Starlink.
Nicer parts of Sweden. Sweden is good, but taxes are crazy there. Like all of those Nordic countries, yeah, they are beautiful, they are nice, but you pay lots of the taxes.
that we know of that.
It kills all of the
fastest
business.
transport.
Even, you know, Mentor Pilot, who is YouTuber, Peter from Sweden, he immigrated to Andorra because of the taxes. Then how about Australia? Strike beautiful weather. Australia, beautiful weather? Okay. Beautiful beaches, beautiful conditions, and beautiful food. I've never been there, so I cannot state 100%. Create your own country, everyone has to be happy. Yeah. Taco may not survive the whole term. Yeah, Tim, I agree with that. I think it's like this. They are nice because of taxes. What is nice? I'm good on AU with their huge bucks. yeah, bucks in Australia. But you have always something to eat, right? Either you eat or you get eaten.
Obviously, that was really cool. There's probably not anybody else cooler on the planet to talk Starship with. Still very ready to sign up for
Netherlands
that point-to-point travel, too.
7 degrees.
Also, though, it's really hard to relay just how much power is being generated by these engines on this rocket. We try to compare it to something like a little bit closer to home for people.
Thank you, Geezer.
We've used an airplane a lot of times. That's just something.
How much ketamine did he take? I didn't listen to him.
Yeah, if you were to stack Starship up against one of the biggest airplanes out there today, the 747, just one Raptor engine is double the thrust of all 4 airplane engines. Super crazy to think about. And the Super Heavy on the pad right now, which has 33 Raptor engines.
You cannot compare efficient airliner engines with this missile.
It's, again, just a tremendous
But
amount
yeah,
of
the
power.
scale is understandable.
World's largest flying object. It's crazy. And again, that was really cool to just go through that. I love to geek out as much as everybody else over all the
this
nitty-gritty,
rocket
but
is huge.
Always important to remember.
This
There's
is
a lot of people
crazy
that just
huge.
don't know that all of this is happening.
Do you think Ukraine
it's cool to
will
remind them,
ever
cool for
have
everybody else out there
a
to help
space
us
program?
spread that word. All right. So right
We
now
had
are
before the
17
war.
minutes, 12
I wonder if
seconds
we have it
down
now.
until the 10th
Like not the
start.
separate space
Flight
program,
test.
but
Well, we do have a moment, though.
Ukraine made some of the rockets in Artem factory in Kiev. Ukraine launched satellites, so pretty much we have good relations or correlations with European Space Agency. Yeah.
And in space. Now, for today's mission, Starship is outfitted with 4 Starlink terminals. allowing us
Comparing
to get
apples
live
into
views of the
oranges
ship while
again,
in
yeah.
orbit and all the way down to splashdown. In the
With ballistic missiles, they will have a space. Yeah, Elon Musk launched Starship to Crimean Bridge. We need it.
What a lot of people might not realize when they think about the scale
Vladimir
of
Musk.
operating is that actually 2/3 of the operational satellites in orbit are Starlink satellites. And then all of those Starlink satellites came from right
Oh,
here in
Starlink is
Redmond.
awesome, actually, guys. It's so awesome. It saved me so many times. I mean, my job and everything. It's so good to have connection elsewhere.
We've currently got a constellation of over 8,000 satellites that are flying around in orbit. So they're working together to fill out the whole surface of the Earth, make sure everywhere.
So you may have different attitude, yeah, to Elon. Yeah, he's crazy, but the companies he invested to and building, like, it is the breakthrough, really, with the Starlink especially. It's awesome. Like, to have antenna, like, you just pump out antenna and you have internet elsewhere.
The technology that's in there and that's in your antenna is very similar to the antenna that's on the satellite. We use what are called phased array antennas, which is
Well,
fancy.
the upload is still slow, the upload. But receiving signal it's very fast.
Generally, satellite manufacturing is a very slow
Does Russia
process.
have access
It
to
takes
Starlink? Yeah, of
people
course.
weeks or months to build a satellite.
They purchase antennas like in open air markets, usually via the third countries, UAE, Turkey, Kyrgyzstan.
As we have focused a lot on production rate, we have not forgotten about our satellite reliability, which is critical to our mission.
Russia doesn't like this technology because it may give independent internet.
Right here in the USA in Redmond, where the vast majority of satellites being built are
If
being
you fly to the moon, you would
Starlink is a truly
take.
game-changing technology.
You
and it's
take
all
with.
supported by
You
the
want to
global
fly
satellite
together?
constellation
Okay.
From this space here in Redmond. And we're really just getting started at the very beginning of what we want to do with Starlink.
Various have been started. Just
Now, as we mentioned earlier in the show, one of today's objectives is for SHIP to deploy Starlink simulator satellites that represent the advanced V3 satellites Starship will be launching in the future. And as you can see here, once Starship reaches a nominal orbit, the payload door will slowly begin to open to prepare for deployment. The Starlink satellites will be dispatched relatively quickly, one at a time, like a Pez dispenser, as you can see on your screen. They'll be
Like
situated in
magazines.
one long stack, taking up as little space as possible, allowing for an efficient deployment sequence.
500,000 people
Once
watching.
a set
That's
of Starlinks
crazy.
are deployed, the next set advances and deploys until they are all drifting away from Starship to prepare for their
Shit!
on-orbit life.
You're like bullets, yeah.
Each Starlink V3 launch on
In
Starship
magazine.
is planned to add 60 terabits per second of capacity to the Starlink
60
network.
terabits per
That's more than
second.
20 times the capacity added with every V2 mini launch on Falcon 9. So we're talking about a massive increase in performance all around, which will ultimately enable Starlink to serve as the communications backbone of the missions.
That's
to the Moon
awesome.
and
I
to
would
Mars.
like to have
So for now,
upload
we're gonna turn it
signal
back over
better,
to the team in
upload
Starbase.
speed.
Thank you so much, Tyler. Okay, let's turn our attention to today's flight profile, which will
So it will fly and will land later, from what I understood. So it will not land right away. Just the booster.
intentionally stressing Super Heavy during its return. The next generation booster is on the horizon, so the objective is to push and learn all we can from this current version.
All right,
Nice
let's jump
microphone
right
and
in.
nice
As
voice she
always,
has.
It's going to start with liftoff. Super Heavy ignites 33 engines lifting off from Starbase in this sending. It's going to power that.
Can we
ascent for
see
about
it in the
2.5 minutes
skies?
until we get to hot
Maybe.
stage separation. Super Heavy shuts down all but 3 engines, deeply throttles the remaining ones.
I think
stage 2
we
flights
also
gets
have
10
some
flies away.
objects
We have
over
stage
Ukraine
separation,
flying for the
directional
second
flip.
day
It's going to
consecutive.
descend. We're going to do some landing burn experiments and then do a splashdown in the Gulf.
Meanwhile, SHIP continues on with its ascent burn, again reaching a planned suborbital trajectory. We'll attempt to deploy 8 Starlink simulator satellites and then head back for re-entry, where we'll be
Where
testing
is it?
multiple experiments, including missing tiles, metallic tiles, and intentionally loading the vehicle's flaps. SHIP will also attempt a flip maneuver, and if all goes as planned today, we'll conclude the test with a soft water splashdown in the Indian Ocean. So that's what we have on deck for
Indian
Flight 10,
Ocean,
which is
that's
just
big.
about 11 minutes, 40 seconds from launching.
That's right. And so
Like this kind of the photos. It's sky over Ukraine today, and yesterday it was similar. You see, that's the picture of the sky in Ukraine. This evening, I don't know what is this. Maybe some of the missile. Hell, I know.
with the vehicle or ground systems.
So it's
we're
gonna be.
looking good
Oh,
for launch. We
that's the
did all of our
construction of
normal
missile.
pre-flight checkouts,
Awesome.
with all the different vehicle and pad systems. At this very moment, we're almost done, or we're pretty far into our
Yeah,
prop
the
load on
booster is
ship, and a
huge.
little bit more to go on the booster.
Yep, looking closely, it looks like we're nearly closed out on SHIP, like Dan said, about
Next
70%
stream
of the
Flight
way through,
Simulator.
both
No, but I
methane
don't.
and
I don't
FOX
want
on
to
the
stream Flight
booster side.
Simulators.
We'll continue
I
loading
think
for a while. We'll
it
close
has cams inside and outside. Yeah, yeah, of
30
course.
minutes, 20-second on SHIP, and then 30 seconds later, we'll finish.
Will
up
United
with
States
on
be the first country with a
So,
AI
bottom
president?
line, little
I
over
hope
10
so.
minutes to go.
AI president
Range
is still better than
weather
Trump.
Screen vehicles looking healthy. We're looking good to launch.
ChatGPT
right
is
at the top of
best,
our
better than
window
Trump
at 6:30 p.m. Central Time.
or Grok.
Can't wait. All right, now let's quickly talk about Mars, since everything we do is part of our foundational mission to get
10
to that planet.
minutes.
Each Starship
Soon.
launch is to learn more and more about what's needed to make life multiplanetary and to improve SHIP to the
Do you
point where
believe
it's
in
taking millions
life
of
in
people
other
to Mars.
planets,
Yeah,
guys?
we've shared the plan previously in the last couple of months.
Oh
We're
yeah, you
looking
you
to
may
start-
actually you may launch avatars. Yeah.
We're just looking minimally viable landers, so let's just prove that we can get there. And so
Wow, I just
learning as much as
thought that
possible.
maybe you may like humanity may launch those kind of the avatars have Neuralink as installed in the brain. Yeah, Neuralink also from the same company. which will allow to feel like there could be sensors here on those robots. So you may feel, you may smell, you may see what robot sees this avatar, and that's how you can conquer other planets. Yeah.
Back to Mars, though.
And then German is very good.
Was 2030, 2031. We'll continue.
No, I don't know German.
Build out more infrastructure.
Captain, I don't know German.
On Mars's surface.
It was just me speaking
set up some propellant generation
on camera.
Plants,
it was not like I read from the paper. Actually,
we get all the way to 2033. We're looking to double the amount.
It was just for fun.
With each ship. As we get
I'm still learning.
To building a self-sustaining presence.
Avatar soldiers, yeah.
Definitely lots of exciting missions ahead.
Hundreds
of
of billions of galaxies out there.
To setting up what we'll need for humans.
Yeah, like the probability for the life existing, I think it's kind of high probability after all. But whether we gonna see it sometime in our lives or someday in the life of humanity, I don't know, because the distances are too big.
Monitoring station and also a radio.
See no humans on Mars, only Elon and his robots, yeah.
6-month interplanetary coast phase from Earth to Mars and also on the Martian surface.
Because he also cited German newspapers. Yeah.
Really fun for us. We're going to need to launch a whole lot more, though. So while we're just under 8 minutes away from launch today,
I want to know time of your... Ben, I don't know time.
We're going to be increasing the number of
I don't know.
launches going forward. Tyler?
Then I have time, I will call you.
Plainly, in order to launch more Starships,
tomorrow is, let's say, my family day. I have to spend the time with the family.
At Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida.
So yeah,
now, Pad 37
we'll see.
has a storied history, most recently with the Delta IV rocket and
you too,
the
Betsy.
US government. And prior to that, the pad supported critical development for the Apollo lunar program in the 1960s.
What is with your eyes? I just mentioned.
To have the opportunity to continue making spaceflight history at Pad 37
Interesting, yeah.
Starship. But first, we need to optimize the pad. So earlier
one
this
of
year,
your
we started
eye
dismantling
looks like
some
a
of the
cat
existing
eye.
infrastructure to prep the site for Starship operations.
Maybe she's an alien. They're aliens, but they're probably no even see our galaxy.
And to support this flight
yeah.
rate, we plan on building 2 launch pads.
Thank you, Ben.
Each will have 1 tower that can support launch and
Lizard
landing,
person,
plus
yeah.
deflector systems, launch mounts, and water deluge systems. This will also include a propellant farm that will produce propellant on
and
site
half,
and
like
serve both
643,000 people watching.
Progress,
Awesome.
But Pad 37 is only one part of
We
our
are
plan
on
for Starship
Twitter
operations
now.
in Florida.
Ketamine
A
is
few miles away from Pad
company
37
policy.
at Kennedy Space Center, our 380-foot-tall vertical integration facility called Gigabay is under construction.
Gigabay.
Once complete next year, Gigabay will be capable of housing multiple Starships simultaneously
Oh my
for
God.
rapid assembly and integration. And meanwhile, at Launch Complex 39A, we're building Starship's infrastructure to support up to 44 launches and up to 88 landings a year, independent of operations at Pad 37.
That's crazy.
So with 2 launch complexes in Florida, we'll have the ability to fly up to...
So where the hell is Russia with their Soyuz?
Not including our flights from Starbase. So, action is well underway in Florida. How's it looking in Texas?
This woman is Android.
Thanks,
Maybe.
Tyler. Things are continuing to look good for launch here in Texas. So, getting
Wow,
pretty close
this
here.
lady has
Just
so
under
nice
6 minutes
voice.
Left. You mentioned Gigabay. We're currently laying the foundation for Gigabay here at Starbase as well, and we expect it to be up and running sometime
Wow,
next year.
I love this
So,
voice.
yeah, there's a whole bunch of Starships on the way, and we're going to need more hands on deck. So come help us
And
build the gateway to
I don't know
Mars.
what is mic. This it's small one, but it really fits your voice.
Yeah, I've been here for a couple of years now. Nowhere more magical, more inspirational on the planet. If you're a space nerd, you can come be like Amanda and build these things for real. It's pretty insane.
So 5
super
minutes for
exciting.
takeoff.
And yeah, come check us
There's,
out.
yeah, I love German
Absolutely.
cars,
It's
of
surreal to be
course.
here for sure.
They're almost
Okay,
the best.
so it's looking like
Or
we're
the
about
best.
5 minutes away from
I like
launch
Italian
and
as well.
terminal count. Range and weather are continuing.
You know, Italy, they make,
continues on both stages.
Italians, they make those kind of the fancy cars. Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bugatti, and many more, yeah. Alfa Romeo, yeah. Lancia is also a nice rally car, yeah. Some, they have taste in the cars, let's say. They could be not as reliable as German cars,
couple of minutes
but
ago there.
they
Let's
have their
not
own
forget,
taste.
you've got just shy of 11 million pounds of liquid propellant on board those two different stages.
Again, we are
We'll
speaking
see a
about
couple
cars,
of
yeah?
final things happen. Well, you can't really see it. It's all going to be happening in our ground systems as we'll do pushbacks, clear all of the propellant out of those lines.
Florida
that are flowing up
has
through the tower and into the
hurricanes,
vehicles,
yeah.
and get ready for launch.
Now?
We just did
And
our
Maserati,
final
yeah.
guidance, navigation, and
Maserati,
control system
yeah.
checkouts.
It's also nice.
Our flight safety system is being armed right now.
Bugatti is
and
French?
We're doing our final wiggle
You
checks
think so?
shortly with the engines on the thrust vector
I think it's
controls, how we're
Italian.
steering the rocket. If we need to hold, which we are not currently tracking a reason to hold, that would come at T-minus 40 seconds. You saw us do that yesterday. We can hang out there for about 8 minutes or so right now. That's the point. It's built into the countdown. If we need to wait for
It's
clouds
owned
that just
by
won't go the heck
Volkswagen,
away, or
actually.
any other issues, we can hang out at
No.
T-minus 40 for a bit. But at the moment, we're not planning to do that.
Now, once we pass that T-minus 40-second mark, a number of events are going to occur in rapid succession. The ground spin and ignition systems come up to flight pressure.
Yeah,
Ship will
Volkswagen
switch over
Group
to
and
internal
based
power,
in
and after
France.
that,
Yeah.
the QD arm lockout is removed in preparation for retraction, which occurs shortly
But
after
I think it
T0.
was
And once
designed.
we pass that T-minus 40 seconds, we do still have the ability to then recycle the count under certain conditions back to
In-
T-minus 40
in
seconds
France as well?
and hold there to assess what happened, and if we can proceed again back down to liftoff.
That's right. We do have at least one point of no return, though, if the water-cooled flame deflector underneath the launch mount fires off. That happens a little bit after T-minus 10 seconds. That doesn't turn off once it starts going, so we would have to stand down for the day if we do hit a hold or an abort at that point, so we can refill water tanks.
Oh, it was designed by
this
Italian. That's
point,
why, yeah.
We're not sure if we'd be able
In
to attempt tomorrow because we have fully
1909.
loaded the vehicle. We have to do a lot of fancy scheduling to get
By
propellant in
Ettore
here as fast as
Bugatti.
possible. But again, we've got a pretty
Today,
heroic and amazing
Bugatti is
team
the
that
French
worked all of
brand.
those
Yeah,
logistics, got
but
us
originally
our
it's
attempt
Italian.
Today, after we did a unplanned wet dress yesterday during our attempt, so really exciting to see. But we're coming
But
up
now
on
it's
2
French.
minutes.
And owned by
We've got the
Volkswagen.
green range.
Yeah.
We are
Based in French.
favorite color, only more so.
That's
now.
why you
We
don't
are not
live stream
tracking any issues
yesterday.
with
Why I
the
didn't
vehicle
live
today,
stream?
So we are looking good. 2 minutes to go.
I don't know. I was tired probably.
Yeah, again, not planning on holding at T-minus 40 seconds right now, but in case we do pass that and any
Soon
issues
1
come
minute
up, we
to
can
go.
recycle the count.
Now the topic
We're pretty
switch
lucky
to
that we have
cars,
this
my-
ability. Falcon doesn't have that built
Yeah,
in,
Max,
but
everything is
being a
good.
developmental program, this affords us a lot more flexibility. So
Okay, I'll
super useful to be able to have
I'll
that.
put
but
the sound more on because 1.5 minutes to go. We're just gonna witness maybe with some of the comments. The viewership is coming close to 1 million now. It's gonna be 800,000, I think.
TVC, that wiggle check
It's my favorite view of the rocket.
right under the launch mount.
I like this as well. So many engines.
All right, so we've got crowds gathered out at Hawthorne, crowds gathered here at
Yay.
Starbase.
Super fun to see people getting to watch out on the front lawn now.
It's gonna be kaboom or not kaboom? Kaboom
1
or
minute
not?
to go to launch.
1 minute. Oh my.
All right, so again, our
64
hold point comes up
awesome.
at T-minus 40, not tracking
Come
any reason
on.
to stop there, so we should see us go right through that.
Come on, come on, come on.
All right, we are through T-minus 40. We are counting down. We're going to let our flight director, Maciek
Oh, it's
Batura,
very
take
cold.
us the rest of the way.
It's-
30 seconds, the 10th liftoff of
Oh,
Starship.
we have the timing in the bottom. Awesome.
T-minus 15.
It's my first stream like this. Monitoring the
T-minus
launch.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shit, this is powerful.
We have liftoff.
Vehicle pitching downrange.
Yeah, weather is good.
Booster chamber pressure nominal.
Oh my god! It's flying. Like, look at those engines. Shit.
All right, we're a little over 40 seconds into flight. 33 out of
Booster and
33
ship,
Raptor
avionics,
engines.
power and telemetry nominal.
Now the speed is coming close to 1,000 kilometers an
Getting
hour.
good call outs. Healthy systems on the
Altitude
booster as
already
it starts
5.
to pitch over the Gulf.
5 kilometers, 6 kilometers. 1,000 kilometers an hour, the speed. Supersonic, yeah, that was the...
All right, we're a little over 1 minute into flight. About
supersonic
to pass
speed.
through max Q.
Max Q.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we are through the period of maximum dynamic pressure, max
Yeah,
stress
yeah, yeah.
on the vehicle as it continues to fly.
Qmax,
Our
yeah.
next major
On the
event
airplanes
is
you
going
also
to be
may
hot
have this.
staging, which is happening in just over 90 seconds from now. To get ready, the booster will shut down all but 3 of its Raptor engines. The clamps holding the 2 stages
Already
together will release,
close 20
and the Starship
kilometers,
second
so
stage
fast.
ignites
This
its
is crazy.
engines. The ship then separates from the Super Heavy booster and heads to space. At the same time, the 3 engines
Then
still
it
firing on
separates.
Super Heavy
25
will flip the
kilometers?
booster around. 10 more engines will ignite for the boost back burn, putting the first stage on the path for splashdown in the Gulf. As we mentioned earlier, the hot stage will be jettisoned for this flight, and that should occur
I
just
see,
after
there
the
is the
boost back burn.
counting. I see.
So we're about to shut down the first stage and perform hot staging. So let's just watch and listen.
Do we have audio? I think we don't have the audio. Now it rotates a little. Why? Still the booster is attached at 45 kilometers. And the speed is already 4,000 kilometers an hour, but there is less pressure here. Because not many particles, right?
All right, seeing the engine start to throttle down.
Yep.
Miko.
So far successful.
Ship ignition. Boost back burn started.
Oh, it went off. Wow. This is so cool. The view is so
Stage
cool.
separation confirmed. We've got 6 engines running on ship. Booster is doing its boost back burn, continuing now towards its splashdown site in the Gulf.
Ship
We are
Raptor
seeing
chamber
all 6
pressure is
Raptors
nominal.
lit up on ship.
Will it land? I think it will. The booster also lands, I think.
You heard them report ship chamber pressure is nominal, so that chamber pressure, just that expected thrust level in those Raptor engines on the ship. 3 vacuum optimized, 3 sea level, all looking good.
It seems like it's okay. Like if we are already there in a space, soon it's gonna be in space or already in space. I think
There's a view into the
went
business
fine.
end from the ship.
Boost back burn shutdown.
It went absolutely fine. What is happening there?
All right, so at this point, we finished our boost back burn, so that was shut down. So that's the first of the 2 burns after a launch that the booster is going to do today. So now it's headed towards the Gulf. It's not going to be quite as an aggressive of a flight down. We relaxed that angle of attack a little bit, but we are then going to be looking for it to do its engine tests for the landing burn, and those are going to be a little unique this time.
Yeah, typically we start with all 13 inner engines lit for that landing burn and bring that down to just the center 3. But one of our test objectives for today is to simulate what an engine out situation would look like. So we're going to be intentionally turning off one of those center 3 and instead lighting one of the engines from the middle 10 ring.
It's interesting.
Yeah, we did see
and
one of
quite
those
risky.
engines in the middle ring shut down during the initial ascent. Oh, looks like we have hot stage jettison. You can see it floating away there.
What's that ring?
To the left of the booster. Yeah, we did see one of those middle engines shut down during the ascent. Again, we are resilient to engine out on Super Heavy. That's why we're able to get through our ascent.
SpaceX, yeah. Impressive, but it would be much better if NASA was on it.
Starship flying.
I think
on
they
the
have
expected
cooperation with NASA. NASA
There's still a
pays
chance
for
that
some
engine
stuff.
could be back in the mix for the very start of the landing burn. So we'll see if we light up all 13.
So on the left there
But
is the
we've-
booster.
I mean, we've even done a
And
landing
on the
burn
right
at
there
the
is
tower
this
with an engine
space,
out. So very resilient.
Starship.
We'll see how it does on its way down to the Gulf, though. Right, so we got a couple of minutes. That
Wow, it goes
landing
down
burn
really
start
fast.
Should be just about 40 seconds away.
It really goes down.
That's always rad. You can see the
Yeah, we can
the
see
boost
it.
plume itself in the background as it was coming in.
10 kilometers of altitude, and the speed is
About
really
20
high.
seconds to landing burn.
Now it decelerates a little because of the drag of the atmosphere.
Ship Raptor chamber pressure is nominal.
The speed is reducing. Will it land?
All right, here we go.
Okay,
Landing burn start.
sparking up. Birds are flying.
Looks like we got 12 of those 13.
Down to 3, including one of the middle ring.
Will it land just in the ocean? No platform, yeah? Just an ocean landing. And later on they'll pick it up.
Down to 2.
Landing burn
Nice
shutdown.
little hover. And landing burn shutdown.
Oh, it's...
And into the Gulf. Here we come.
Yep.
And the booster has splashed down.
Incredible flight for Booster today.
Yeah, booster landed. I think they pick it up
Meanwhile,
later.
Back in space. About 7 minutes into
Usually on
today's
platform.
flight.
I think
ship
smaller
continuing
ones
its
like
ascent burn.
Falcon
This goes until just about
Heavy
9
or
minutes
Falcon
into our
9,
flight. That
they
ship
land
engine cut
on
off
platform.
is slated for 8 minutes and 57 seconds. We are
Yes,
going to
the
see
speed is
those
crazy.
3 RVAC, the Raptor vacuum engines. Those are the bigger circles in that little indicator on the bottom right of your screen. Those will shut down first, and we continue burning for a couple seconds longer on those inner 3 before we hit SECO, second engine cutoff.
The speed is 17,000 kilometers
Yeah,
an
these
hour.
views are looking great. Once again, thanks to Starlink for getting us these views. It's just incredible. And we just heard the sound from Booster.
It's like we just got a late boom from the booster.
They usually use platform for landing on those, but maybe they don't plan to use it anymore and just wanted
Yeah, we
to
have ship
kill a
engine
few
cutoff
fish.
coming up here just shortly.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned, today's flight test is
Yeah,
not
so
an
far
orbital
according
flight,
to plan,
but rather
yeah.
one that demonstrates Starship's orbital capability.
Starship is on terminal guidance.
The altitude is 148
All right, entering the final phase of this burn.
kilometers. That's crazy.
Under
Crazy
30
high.
seconds to go.
The Earth is round, maybe, yeah? Oh my god, 25 kilometers an hour. They're gonna cut off the engines.
All right, shut down the vacuum engines.
Uh-huh. That's it? Still accelerates.
Ship engine cutoff.
We shut down those center 3.
Oh, no. Speed
Successful ship engine
stabilized.
cutoff.
Yep, speed stabilized. Awesome. 150
Seco,
kilometers.
baby. There we go. That's what we want.
Nominal orbit insertion.
All right, we just heard the call out for nominal orbital insertion.
I don't know how long, Ben. Sorry, I cannot tell. Depends on my mood.
All right, so ship is in space. There we go.
In
Seeing
space.
the flaps starting to move into a stowed position. That's why it looks like your camera's moving.
And it's the
Yeah,
sound
exciting
there.
to see Starship safely in space, and super pumped to see all the team's hard work in action here today. And of course, as guaranteed, it's been an exciting day so far. We successfully lifted off right on time at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Thankfully, our weather was looking good today. And Booster, we had our soft splashdown in the Gulf, so ship continues on.
Yeah, ship able to complete its ascent burn all the way
Some
in.
particles are
You
flying.
can see some of the shadows start to creep as it's going to be eventually flying into an
Nice.
orbital nighttime. So we'll see some daylight start to go away. But ship is in orbit, completed its burn. And, I mean, that's just the beginning. Now we've got a whole bunch more to go. So we've got some exciting demonstrations
Ship
planned
FPS is
while
saved.
we're on orbit.
What
that right
else
there,
is
we
there?
just saved the FTS, the flight termination system. That's that automatic flight safety system we have on the vehicle. So that is now turned off while ship starts its coast period. We are coming up. Our
turns
next
to night.
milestone is going to be the deployment of those Starlink simulators. We've got some payload inside of Starship that we're hoping to deploy into space for the very first time. That deploy is supposed to start at about 18 minutes and 27 seconds into the flight, so just about 7 minutes from now. That deploy will take place over a couple of minutes. It'll go about one satellite a minute, so we'll be spread out over that. It might get a little dark, but we've got a couple of views that we can show you to see that deploy in action.
It's not yet over.
After that, we're also looking to do a relight of a single Raptor engine while we are in space. We've done this once before. This is not necessary to deorbit, as we are in a suborbital trajectory, but this is essentially a chance to test out what we need to be able to do a deorbit burn. So we'll be doing that a little bit later in the flight, about 37 minutes or so into the flight, and then we get into reentry. We're looking to get that light show and, more importantly,
1 million
get that
views.
really critical data about the ship's heat shield.
Yeah, exactly. At about
So, did you like it? Or do you like it so far? Where there? I like it. It's awesome. And they say in a couple of minutes they're gonna deploy some of the Starlink satellites. It's kind of interesting to see it. I should go into space and do a deep cave dive. Yeah, it's interesting. You have this kind of the entertainment. It's 21st century. You have all of the cameras. You have live videos. Also, with the help of the Starlink, it's possible, to have this coverage. Yeah, the technology is really cool. I am a little geeked about space. I like space a lot. When I was a kid, I liked space, yeah. But now I'm getting a little rough about the stuff. Not romantic any longer. My favorite cartoons were like Men in Black on the Cartoon Network or something. Movie as well, so something like this, yeah. Oh, we have the chamber.
Same size as our V3 Starlinks. We have 8 in the Starship PEZ dispenser and expect to deploy at a rate of about 1 per minute, as Dan mentioned earlier. Starlink is critical in all of our flights on Starship to get our main payload data, as we always say.
Maybe if I had that much money, I would also do this stuff, like sending the car into space. It was a crazy move, but it was really interesting, sending Tesla into space. Something that usual government companies would never do. I watched the first Starlink launch. It's nothing new to see. You think so? Like they're gonna deploy those satellites here, maybe.
Yeah, here's a look inside. So those right down there in the center, they're kind of 2 stacks of 4 on either side, and then the payload door is just to their right. And so we'll look to see that open, and then those satellites start to go. We vent the nose
on the
cone,
right
so
there is the door.
Down
They
to
say
vacuum
maybe
before we open the door. That was one of the things we ran into on the last.
I wonder
flight,
what are those
as
cylinders.
We had that fuel
1, 2,
diffuser
3, 4,
fail. The
5,
pressure
6
in the nose
cylinders.
cone became basically too high for the actuator of the door to open. So that's why we weren't able to get the door open that time.
Yeah.
We have not seen anything like that on this flight. Everything's looking good with our fuel tank and our fuel press system. So we are hopefully just a couple of minutes away from seeing that payload door open.
Jake Bro
Getting to
stream.
our first ever payload. It's not the first payload.
Where
we've
is he
ever
streaming?
carried, but it's the first one we're going to try and shoot off into space.
This is the preview I made today. This is
All
crazy.
right, so I think we're supposed to open the payload door in just about a minute and change. And you're seeing a little bit of residual gas. And we opened the door once. I want to say it was back on flight 3.
Oh, yeah, he's premiering.
Space, and you'll kind of see a lot of that gas rushing out.
Yeah, I told you about it maybe 2 days ago. Because I'm very up to the news, you know.
Light show, and then we'll get ready to deploy those payloads out.
Neptune missile and everything of that I already told. Yeah.
And as we mentioned, so we have crossed over now at this point into an orbital nighttime. So
That
views from the
thumbnail got
outside
me
will get
breaked.
pretty
up.
dark.
What thumbnail? My
See
thumbnail.
what
Yeah.
we can see. We do this. We do.
I'm
this
making
by
those
design.
for
We've
fun.
been launching
Yeah.
these later in the day here in Texas to try and get daytime views when we splash down. So it's daytime over in the Indian Ocean, where we are currently headed.
Just a few seconds
This
until we
loves
expect those payload doors to open.
science news and good shows. Oh, yeah. I don't know, like Vsauce.
All right, one more time. Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
Looks like he was taken hostage. Who? Who? Me? Would you like to be an astronomer, Dennis? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what do they do. I like just, have, feeling, looking at the sky, it's kind of romantic style. But too much in calculations,
We are
it's not
currently
mine.
in payload deploy prep.
Oh, you see, this door is open here. It's already open. Here, the small one. They will start to fly.
And the door is open.
Yeah, Tony, we are still animals, despite these technical
All right, so
capabilities.
the payload door is open. We should
yeah.
see the first satellite start to deploy.
Or
at
Sisiuko.
about T
Sorry,
plus
I cannot
18
read your
minutes and
nickname.
27 seconds, so should be only about 30 seconds. So one step closer. Hal listened this time. He cooperated. He opened
How
the
do they
payload
fire?
door for
Maybe
us.
they have this gas
There's a
canisters
view kind of behind the
to
Pez.
fire
You're
them
looking
in the atmosphere.
out into the vacuum of space.
Vacuum. It's
About
not complete
15 seconds
vacuum.
until payload deploy.
What is happening with the camera? Okay. No, it's good. Just throw them. Come on. It should operate. Something is flying there.
His transition to payload deploy.
Some chain, yeah, some mechanism. It should work, I guess. Oh. You don't have a reliable signal here. Still waiting, come on. Throw them out, those Starlings. Looks like pallets, wooden pallets. We have some delay. Oh, it's moving. It's moving so slow. I thought we're gonna...
There we go.
them. And why are they cheerful? What is happening?
Pew pew.
One
Been
more.
waiting way too long to do that. There we go.
1 minute per each satellite. Those are small, yeah?
There goes another one.
Okay, flying. Nice. Nice.
Super exciting moment as you can hear the energy in both Hawthorne and Starbase. Everyone's super excited for
Looks like
finally getting
pallets.
to deploy some of
They
those
throw
simulated
pallets into
satellites.
space, yeah. Oh, it goes
System
down.
moving down. Next row. There we go. As we said, we're going to do about one every minute or so. And this is just kind of a dress rehearsal for when we're
This
going
is
to
the chain drive
the
they
V3
have
satellites, and these are just
for mechanism.
a massive increase to Starlink's capability. Each one of them has it's 60 terabits per second of capacity
SpaceX,
that's going to get added to the network per launch. That's 20 times more
Okay, one
than
more
what we're adding
shaking.
with
It's going.
every single Falcon 9
4
launch
left,
today,
I think.
which, you know,
This
step
one
increase
went
in
faster, I
capability.
guess.
There goes another one.
Or no? Come on. It's stuck, no? It's stuck. Oh my god. One more time. It's stuck.
All right, so as we said, we've got
Pull
8
it,
total
pull it.
that we're going to go through today. It's about a minute for each one, but
Yeah.
go to the payload
Move it, this freaking thing. It goes. It goes. Nice. Would be cool if the attached camera on the pilot. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. But it requires some of the receivers, transmitters, you know. Two left, yeah, from what I understood. Littering the orbit in real time.
All right, so we're about halfway through. When we actually start launching the V3 Starlinks on Starship, we're going to be flying about 60 each time. So
Yeah,
it'll
thank
be
you,
about an
Ben.
hour to get through a full stack. But again,
That's the bike
just
chain,
gonna
yeah.
be
That's the bike chain.
massive increase in the amount of bandwidth. It's going to enable, gigabit upload download for people with Starlink, anywhere on the planet. And for us, Starlink is just a tremendous part of just these
I think
Starship
one left,
flight test
yeah.
program.
Yeah, absolutely. Always getting us that data.
They move it up
and-
and down and
Yeah, the
now once
amazing views
again.
we
Yeah.
have on the vehicle today.
So it's working like it should.
Yeah, views brought to you by Starlink of us deploying Starlink simulators before we deploy actual Starlinks. How deep does it go? All right, another one firing out.
Yay! Two more left. So actually, they throw the first one, then they go back and throw the second one. Something like this. Two left on the same elevation.
Pez looking smooth today.
The only thing international cooperation kind of works even with Russia. Yeah, I agree. Hi, Danny Reese. You're flying drunk and naked in the field. Tell me, it's funny. Come on, connection. And I think that this missile
looks
should
like
go
we've
back
got
after it.
one
Yeah?
left.
Almost there.
It goes back like this. So they throw on the one, and it's like one.
There you go, one
at the-
remaining.
at the
So 7 of the 8 have been.
Yeah, at the same
deployed.
level,
One more to go.
they made
We will
two
complete
moves.
our first ever payload deploy operation. Just a reminder, we're on a suborbital trajectory. These satellites on that exact same suborbital trajectory, they're going to burn up entirely and are on that same trajectory towards the Indian Ocean. So
They did it.
the last one has been deployed.
They are cringe. The guy,
Starlink
some of the guys are cringe
simulator
there.
Payload complete. Heck yeah, everybody.
Loving the energy from
Okay.
Starface and Hawthorne.
Now it's important if the door should be
There,
closed.
yeah, now it's empty. Looking a little lonely, but
successfully deployed all the simulator satellites.
Really, really cool to see.
We have a
them
countdown. I
all
think it
out
should
there.
go down. Yeah.
Again, people that have
What is
followed
this?
know
The trace.
Starlink's really critical for the Starship program. In addition to getting
Good
all
mood
those views
today,
back from
yeah.
the cameras on Starship. Which this is an external view. As I said, it's
I
dark
think they're
outside
paid
right now.
mask
The lights are
zombies.
off, so it's going to be hard
They're
to make
just
stuff
geeks.
out. But in a little
You know what I
while, the
mean?
sun's
Yeah.
going to start coming up as
I
we
think-
get to re-entry.
I think Elon Mignons are the ones which did Doge, not the Starlink itself. I think they're kind of the talented guys for the Starlink, for SpaceX, but in Doge, those were the minions, yeah.
We get from the Indian Ocean today.
Tech
and that's just kind of
hipsters.
how it all comes together. Like we're using Starlink on the planet, off the planet. And with Starship, we actually get pretty insane. If you're in the space industry, bandwidth to space is usually pretty minimal. We get about 120 megabits per second. That's split between our high definition video and real time telemetry. We
Yeah,
get
yeah,
every
yeah.
phase of flight.
I streamed
including
with
re-entry.
Starlink also.
So it's not just giving us views of reentry, but we're getting all of that engineering data in real time through phases that it used to be impossible to get
Extra
them
kit
in
for
real time.
Elon.
So it's just really incredible.
Yeah, Starlink definitely affords us all this capability. And reminder, it's the world's largest satellite constellation operating in low Earth orbit. to deliver
Geezer,
high-speed,
I didn't want to
low-latency
stream it. Just people
provides
say that
access to
there's gonna be
people all around the
launch and
world.
we start
Many
to
of
stream.
you
I
have
don't want to
never
change the
had
name of the
connectivity
video.
before.
Like it's just
Today,
chatting,
Starlink
so we're
serves
chatting
more than
about some
150
stuff.
countries, territories, and other markets with over 6 million active customers and
There
counting.
could be
To meet
fireworks.
the growing global
John.
demand for high-speed internet, SpaceX expanded its
We'll
factory
find
in
out soon.
Bastrop, Texas, and also introduced Starlink Mini, as well as an upgraded version of the Starlink Standard kit.
All right, now with payload deploy complete, pew, 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 Starship is now going to close its payload bay door and continue to coast towards Earth, around Earth, towards the Indian Ocean. Sorry, I'm really excited today. We are in
Again
space,
to the
people.
ocean?
Still a lot of major events to come, though. We are looking to relight one of those Raptors.
Ah, yeah, they say that it's gonna land in the Indian Ocean. I wonder why not on this platform.
Show and splashdown. So we're going to go on a quick break, take a quick coast, sit back, enjoy the views. A little bit dark now, but they'll get better soon. A couple of space jams. We'll be back in just a few minutes for that Raptor relight and then re-entry. See you soon.
Yeah, it is nice. It was fun. It was good. I don't know if we're gonna see the landing. I think it will orbit around the Earth very, very fast and land down because the speed is freaking 26,000 kilometers an hour. That's huge. Great work by SpaceX team, Elon says here. Yay! I'm gonna test my Starlink. Maybe there's gonna be a better speed. Okay, complete now. And that's super heavy. Landing. Oh. What we have about Venezuela. Potential showdown off the Venezuelan coast. Venezuela sends 15,000 troops to border as United States warship approach. Starship, warship. Oh shit. Very. Who is more responsible for keeping this war going, Russia or Ukraine? Special envoy Vitkov. There are two tough sides here. You heard the president say he's disappointed in Russia in some respects, and he is also disappointed in Ukrainians in some respects. The freaking bastards, freaking fucking bastards are out there. in power in the United States. I don't want even to listen to this buffoon. And Donny already said that he... Yeah, this is... Can...
With war, you never know, right? War's very tricky, very horrible, but with war, you never know. Things change. People go into war, think they're going to win the war, and then they get their asses kicked, and they lose their country, and they lose millions of lives. Nobody goes into a war thinking they're going to lose. They go in. I'm sure that Ukraine thought they were going to win. It's going to be, we're going to win. You're going to beat somebody that's 15 times your size. Biden shouldn't have let that happen.
He says like that as if Ukraine attacked Russia. Like they went on a war, but they're 15 times... like, what? Russia attacked Ukraine. It was unprovoked attack. And he says that... So Ukraine should just surrender, yeah? What the fucking moron this guy really is. Total idiot. No sound. Yeah, I think there was the sound already, yeah?
Biden shouldn't have, I mean, the man was grossly incompetent. He should. You never know. It's war.
Can you stop the
With war, you never know, right? War's very tricky, very horrible, but with war, you never know. Things change. People go into war, think they're going to win the war, and then they get their asses kicked, and they lose their country, and they lose millions of lives. Nobody goes into a war thinking they're going to lose. They go in. I'm sure that Ukraine thought they were going to win. It's going to be, we're going to win. You're going to beat somebody that's 15 times your size. Biden shouldn't have let that happen. Biden shouldn't have, I mean, the man was grossly incompetent. He should have never been there. That would have never happened. But
So I hope the sound was heard this time, yeah? Yeah, YouTube is glitching. Sidov, I agree with you. Thank you. Yeah, Ukraine is only defending itself. Projects more than IMAX. Yeah, somehow it's Ukrainian and Biden's fault, yeah. Putin attacked Ukraine, but it's Ukrainians and Biden's fault. Thank you, Betsy. Yeah, I mean, the sound of Donny. Freaking moron. Idiot. How else can I describe him? Some of the updates, I already told about those. Fuck. It's like so incompetent. It's scary. Islamic regime in Iran has given E3 countries very little to work with in order to get in extension for Iran. Snap Black what? Not interessant. For the first time ever documented, a pig lung was transplanted into a human. Ooh. Yeah, pigs actually, they have lots of the spare parts which are connectable to humans. Heart is similar, like lots of the similar organs. The transfer marks another milestone for xenotransplantation, the practice of exchanging organs between species. But can pig organs truly sustain human life? Interesting. That's crazy. I think Schwarzenegger has the pig transplant, some heart valve to his heart. Trump's administration is threatening to cut 81 million in teen preservation fund from 46 states, unless they remove references to gender again. This guy was stopped in Germany by asylum seeker or something like this, and German police, of course, released the attacker. Rostov. Trump.
I would have much more respect for Pritzker if he'd call me up and say, I have a problem. Can you help me fix it? I would be so happy to do it. I don't love, not that I don't have the right to do anything I want to do. I'm the president of the United States. If I think our country's in danger, and it is in danger in these.
I have the right to do everything, he said. What?
I don't have the right to do anything I want to do. Not that I don't have the right to do anything I want to do. I'm the president.
He mumbles words, but it seems like he says that he has the right for everything.
The United States, if I think our country's in danger, and it is in danger in these cities, I can do it.
It's in danger because of Trump. He is the problem. Trump on India-Pakistan war. 7 jets were shut down. $150 million planes were shut down. Okay. This Ukrainian UH-60. Historic demographic shift in 2024. For the first time ever, the United States had more births than European Union. Really? That's good. And yeah, there's decline, significant decline goes. For Ukraine, it dropped to the bottom because of war and crisis. Yeah. I have something here. One more drone, this time in Estonia, was found. Some kaboom happened in the field of Estonia here. Approximate location in Tartu County of Estonia. So drones are flying to Europe. It's a good thing, yeah. It's a usual thing. Good thing, I mean, for European politicians, they don't really care. And yeah, this is the new map. It seems like Ukraine decided to withdraw from those villages. Yeah, it should have been done a long time ago, actually. I think it happened because of this Russian assault. They're closing this bottleneck. It's Toret's direction. This is Toret's. So Russians occupied it already. Yeah, guys. I had to restart. Really? Yeah, YouTube is glitching today, honestly. Hope you say would act together to prevent whatever. Yeah, I also hope for that. Yeah, thank you for watching, for participating, for comments, Betsy. Thank you. I'm really tired, guys. It's more than 2 a.m., like 2:11 for me. I need to go sleep. Thank you for participating. It was a short stream today, just 1 hour with something. I hope to stream more tomorrow. Maybe, because tomorrow is my family day, sorry. Maybe the day after tomorrow we're gonna stream more. Cheers.